In 1975, a small group of engineers created something that would change the world forever. It could store memories, freeze moments in time, and make the future completely digital. They showed it to their boss. He looked at it and said something that would later cost his company everything. Interesting, but don't tell anyone about this. That company was Kodak, and this is the story of how the company that invented the future was destroyed by it. Let's go back for a moment. For most of the 20th century, Kodak wasn't just a company, it was photography itself. If you took a photo, Kodak made the film. Kodak processed it. Kodak sold you the camera. Their slogan said it all. You press the button, we do the rest. And they did. By the 1970s, Kodak controlled nearly 90% of film sales in the US. Millions of families trusted Kodak with their memories. Entire towns depended on Kodak jobs. Kodak wasn't worried about competition because there was none. Or at least, that's what they believed. In 1975, a Kodak engineer named Steven Sasson built a strange machine. It was big, ugly, slow, but it did something no one had ever done before. It took a photo, without film, a digital image. The photo quality was terrible by today's standards, but that didn't matter. This wasn't an upgrade. This was a replacement. Sasson showed it to Kodak executives. They understood what it was, and that's exactly why they panicked. Because Kodak didn't just sell cameras. Kodak sold film rolls, chemical processing, printing paper, repeat purchases. Digital photography killed all of that. So Kodak made a decision, not to destroy the invention, but to bury it. They told themselves, people love film. Digital is a toy. We'll move when the time is right. And the future was locked in a drawer. Here's the part most people don't understand. Kodak wasn't stupid. They saw digital coming. They even invested in it quietly, but they had a problem that had nothing to do with technology. They were afraid of killing themselves. Every digital photo meant no film sold, no processing fee, no recurring revenue. So Kodak tried to protect the present by sacrificing the future. They didn't ask, what will photography become? They asked, how do we keep making money the same way? And that question sealed their fate. While Kodak hesitated, others didn't. Sony entered digital cameras. Canon adapted. Nikon adapted. Then something worse happened. Cameras stopped being special. They went inside phones, and once photography became software, Kodak was done. Their advantage was film, and film was now irrelevant. Kodak tried to catch up. They launched digital cameras. They launched online photo services, but it was too late. They were running, while everyone else was already flying. In 2012, Kodak filed for bankruptcy. A company that once defined memories couldn't survive in a world where memories were digital. Thousands lost jobs, cities suffered, an empire disappeared. Not because they failed to innovate, but because they refused to accept what their own innovation meant. This isn't just a business story. This is a human story. Because Kodak didn't fail due to ignorance. They failed due to fear. Fear of losing control, letting go of what worked, accepting short-term pain for long-term survival. And that's a pattern you'll see again and again. In companies, in governments, in personal lives. The future doesn't destroy you. Your attachment to the past does. Kodak is not alone. Blockbuster saw Netflix. Nokia saw smartphones. Yahoo saw Google. They all had the same problem. They optimized for today and ignored tomorrow. History doesn't punish mistakes. It punishes hesitation. So here's the real question. What future are you ignoring right now? Because it threatens something you're comfortable with? And if a billion-dollar company couldn't escape that trap? What makes us think we're immune? If this story changed how you see business, money, or the future, subscribe. Because this channel isn't about facts, it's about patterns. And once you see them, you can't unsee them.